Now, today we've decided to look at the current happenings through the eye of a respected newspaper cartoonist, illustrator, graphic designer, and journalist. Now, joining us is award-winning editorial cartoonist Mustapha Bulama. Good morning and thanks for your time. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Now, let's talk about your work. You've steadily followed daily and weekly the recent happenings in Nigerian politics. Some of your cartoon illustrations depicting a clear term or a clear understanding of the challenges of the masses, political decisions, news, and current affairs. And we're going to look at them one after the other. But let's talk about your inspiration. Being able to communicate these stories and pictures, how is your inspiration and your creation process like?
Okay, thank you very much. Of course, when we read the news and we see what is happening around us, personally, I have the experiences. I also see people around me going through the same challenges. So, from the lives of people, from my own personal life, and then also what I read in the news, um, I draw inspirations from those. We are in a society, a country where we're facing a lot of challenges, and we just need to speak out, to be able to entrench the principles of democracy and all of that. So it's very important for us. The production process of my work, obviously, I have to read the news. Something has to happen first before we can come up with a cartoon. A cartoon is basically an opinion, of course, of whatever is happening in the country. So while we have a lot of things going on and you want to say a lot of things, you are sometimes short of words, or perhaps you don't have the right words to put them. But with cartoons, as the saying goes, a picture is worth 1,000 words.
Absolutely, and your pictures, definitely go beyond 1,000 words. But let's look through the recent ones. This one, of course, is from a story that has become viral in the last couple of days. The First Lady, Nigeria's First Lady Aisha Buhari, who, of course, has been accused of brutalizing a Nigerian student. So, can you tell us a little bit about this one? And well, I'm sure this tells more than 1,000 words. Can you shed some light on this one?
Yes, what you see here is the hand not of Lady Justice, but the hand of Lady Oppression. Unfortunately, this is a Nigerian student who was abducted and brutalized and incarcerated unlawfully, and he has not been charged or taken to court, which is a clear violation of the Nigerian Constitution, which states that an accused person is to be charged within 24 hours to court. But unfortunately, it's been 2 weeks now, and this person, or above more than 2 weeks, and this person is still in the hands of the police, and no charge has been filed in the court, and so on. And what we're reading now is that he has been tortured and all of that. I think this is a very sad story for Nigeria. And, when we have our leaders who should uphold the law, violating the laws, it's not a good thing for us. I believe whoever advised the first lady to carry out such action gave her wrong advice, because as leaders, the younger ones, the next generation are all looking up to them, and if they cannot be seen obeying the laws, obeying the constitution of Nigeria, then what are we trying to teach the younger generation? So she should be a role model to Nigerians, to Nigerian women. We know there's a lot of uh, trolling, a lot of injustices, and all of that going on, especially meted against women in Nigeria. But,
Yes.
what we expect is for her to show the right steps for one to be taken if he's been offended.
Well, I
She's
mean,
been
just
offended.
by seeing the size of the hand, I think it was pretty easy to know who the person in the picture was or was meant to be.
Did you not have?
Well, I did say, but it's left for the audience to interpret.
Okay.
Did you not have any concerns? I mean, this young man was allegedly arrested and brutalized because of a story that you have now painted in picture. Did you not worry for yourself or your safety, seeing that this could maybe become a fate of yours as well?
Well, the truth is, as a journalist, when you start getting scared about telling the truth, then a lot of things are, the hope is gone because we as journalists, we are the voices of the people, and if we cannot stand up and speak up to power, then what hope is there? But I don't think it's anything that would cause any problems or so on. But if anyone wants to take me to court, then gladly. But definitely abduction, torture, and all of that, no, 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 no.
Well,
That
the
is,
update we have on that story, very interesting update. The National Association of Nigerian Students have apologized to Aisha Buhari over the student's arrest. That is the latest update we have, stating that they want to apologize for the inconveniences that his statement must have caused, but they also want to appeal to her not to pay attention to every criticism. We will not dwell further on that story. We'll allow our audience let us know what they feel about this. Tweet at News Central TV. Let's talk about another image. Now, this is the image of the 2.7 million unqualified registered voters found on INEC website. Can you talk to us about this?
Well, this is yet another unfortunate story because in the past, maybe from 2015 and so on, we've seen different pictures of children, carrying their maybe PVC or trying to register or queuing up to vote and so on. A lot of these children are said to be from northern Nigeria. That is based on the picture and so on. So there's this allegation that children are being used to vote. But recently, when the INEC opened up the register and all of that for verification and so on, unfortunately, we started seeing more pictures of babies, literally babies, with PVCs. And unfortunately, all over the country, it's not a northern thing. So, contrary to the popular opinion that it is a northern phenomena, we found out that these things are actually happening everywhere, and this is a very sad story, and it's an indictment on INEC and the staff of INEC, that because obviously these kids didn't register themselves, so the INEC officials that did this, have compromised the what do you call it, the voters register, and well, we're happy, we're glad that the INEC has decided to call for this verification and all of that. Hopefully, all these children will be taken out, especially those who are not qualified to register.
Yeah. Now, I want us to talk about reactions to your cartoons, your illustrations. Sometimes you definitely have received backlash from people. There are times when you've been called a bigot. I remember a while ago you did an illustration with it says here, then Biafra, now obedience. There was that one, and there was also the one that you did, showing Nigerians returning, illustrating Nigerians returning to the country from Russia or from Ukraine. And of course, he had someone with a shirt tagged IPOB behind it, and then I think Oduduwa Republic, I think, behind it also. So I want you to explain further, with regards the then Biafra, now obedient illustration. And, for those who called you a bigot, what's your response to them?
Okay, so for the first one, for you to be a cartoonist, you have to follow the news. So wherever you find the news, could be online newspapers, it could be social media, and so on. So from there, you find what is happening, and then you generate a concept, an idea, or you want for an opinion you want to express. So we found out that a lot of people who had their profile picture, sympathizing with the IPOB, they had pictures of Nnamdi Kanu on their profile on Twitter and so on. They are always talking about Biafra and dividing Nigeria and all of that. Suddenly, these same people suddenly change their profile picture and then suddenly start talking about IPOB, Biafra, and all of that, and started talking about Peter Obi. So it wasn't like something I concocted. And so when we saw this, a lot of people were actually talking about it. That was how my attention got. So, I made a cartoon. Okay, then they were talking about IPOB. Now they are with their Biafra outfit and all of that. And then now they are happily Nigerians with their green beret and flowers and saying obedient. And I think it's actually a positive thing. So, but when I put it out there, people who felt that I was trying to maybe relate Peter Obi with IPOP and so on, a lot of attacks and there. But yeah, it's an opinion. So, when like I said, cartoons are opinions. And when you have that at the back of your mind, that you are actually offering an opinion out there, then of course you should expect that not a lot of people will agree with your opinion. So those who agreed with my opinion saying, okay, yeah, this is it, and that's fine. And those who do not accept it, that's fine too. What is important to me is my opinion should be based on facts. I can come out and defend them anywhere. I think that is what is opinion. That is what really matters to me. I'm not really out there to create some fictional stuff without any backing or something like that.
So what about the other one? Can you quickly also speak on the other one? Because to be honest, anyone who saw the one you just spoke about now is going to assume that what you're saying is that those who are currently calling themselves obedient are IPOB members, or you're linking, both groups to be the same. But from what you've explained, there were some people who were calling for Biafra and the likes, but suddenly have decided that they would rather stay in Nigeria. But I also want you to quickly also share your thoughts on the other one. The persons returning to Nigeria from the Russia-Ukraine war. There was the Dudua Republic. There was the IPOB. I don't remember who the third person was. Do you understand the backlash that you also got from that one?
I can't remember exactly the story, if it was about Russia or something, but there was something about the embassy. They needed to evacuate.
Yes, the embassy of the Federal Republic of Nigeria in Kiev, Ukraine.
Yes. Yeah, needed to evacuate Nigerians. So all Nigerians are, tripping to the embassy, trying to find their way back to Nigeria, including people who don't want to be in Nigeria. We've seen videos, we've read the news, how, in fact, some Nigerian embassies have been vandalized in the past by separatists and so on. So here now we find ourselves in a situation where every country is, evacuating its citizens, and then including these ones, Nigerians, they are Nigerians, they will still have to go there. So, the idea of calling someone a bigot for me, it's not a problem, because, today they call me a bigot, tomorrow I make a cartoon that they like, that favors them, and they call me a hero. So it's a normal thing for me. I don't mind.
Thank you so much, Mustapha Bulama, for joining us this morning for a special coverage of the newspaper reviews and sharing with us your talent with which you are telling the Nigerian story.